Hello children, this is chapter 1 class 3 mathematics NCERT book and it is continuation of chapter 1 from previous video and link to the previous video is given in the description. If you haven't seen that video already, please go through that as well. So let's start with first question for this video. Copy these shapes on the dot grid. So this is our dot grid. Note that some lines in the shapes are straight and some are not. If you observe, this is the straight line. If you observe, this is like curve. So there are some lines which are straight, but there are some curves. Now to draw these similar patterns on the dot grid, you have to observe each and every pattern carefully. If you look at this pattern, here you can count these dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by counting these dots, you can draw the straight line which should join these dots together, and here the top. At top there are 4 dots. You can join these dots to form a triangular shape. So that's how you can complete your first pattern. If you look at this pattern, this is like diagonally opposite dots. This dot is diagonally opposite to this dot, and this dot is diagonally opposite to this dot. And if you join these lines and keep going in this way, you will achieve this pattern. That's how you have to observe the dots and these patterns and try to draw it in this way. If you look at these 2 dots, here are the 2 dots in vertical, but from here we are trying to draw or join this line to its diagonally opposite dot. So this is diagonally opposite dot. Again vertical, diagonally opposite, vertical, diagonally opposite, vertical, diagonally opposite, again vertical. So that's how you have to observe each line or each pattern, and using this dot grid you have to trace your shapes. This is how your shape should look like. Try it on your own. We'll move to next question. Use the dot grid given below to draw your own design and shape. Again here you have to try your own shapes. We'll give you just few example, but just try it on your own how you can draw or how differently you can join these dots together to get different shapes. These are some patterns drawn. Please try it on your own. Look at this question. Complete these figures to make squares and rectangles. First we'll see what is square and what is rectangles. I hope you already know it, but I'm just repeating it, those who don't remember. So it is squares. What is square? For a square, all the 4 sides must be equal. It has 2 diagonals as well. So if you look at this shape, this is incomplete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Using these 4 dots, one straight line is formed, and if you draw these 4 dots or you join these 4 dots together, and from this side you join these 4 dots together, you get other 2 sides. For squares, all the 4 sides must be equal. So if you complete this figure, you will get square. For this example, here we have 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Downsides also 5 if you join these dots together, and this 3 dots with a vertical line. So this vertical line and this vertical line will be opposite sides, and these 2 horizontal lines are opposite sides of rectangle. So this will become rectangle, and that's how all shapes will be completed. Now you can count the number of dots to identify if it is a square or it is a rectangle. So here 3, and here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is rectangle. These are all 4 dots. Again here also 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So this is square. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again this is square shape. So that's how you have to complete your pictures. On a dot grid given below, draw the following: a kite, a leaf, a flower, a boat, a star, a pot. So children, first you try on your own and draw these shapes. Then you can refer our picture as well if you are not able to get it. but first try it on your own. Okay, so this is kite, this is leaf, this is flower, this is your boat, this is star, and this is a pot. Next question. The painter had made many such pictures in which he drew only one half of the things. If you observe these pictures, these are only half things. These are not complete pictures. Draw the other half of these pictures. You need to draw other half of these pictures and find out what these image things are. And we have to find out what are these things. Try doing it with mirror. So you need to put one mirror beside this picture and see if you get a complete picture and identify what is that thing. Okay, so just try to find out on your own, keeping the mirror besides each of these pictures. You will see pictures in this way, or you will get the complete pictures. What is the next question? Can we repeat the painter's trick? What is the painter's trick? The painter's trick was, he was drawing only half picture and he was asking his customer to get the full picture, keeping the mirror besides one half. He was just giving the one half of the picture. So if you observe these pictures, this is an insect. If you draw a vertical line here, this part is not exactly as back side. This is front part. If this will become back side. Both are not similar. So this picture cannot be divided into two similar halves. We can say for this picture, painter cannot play his trick. Okay. If you observe this cup, it has this handle, it has some design over here. So if you draw any vertical or horizontal or diagonally any line, this picture cannot be divided into two similar halves. You cannot make only half of the picture and you cannot get it other half using mirror. Again, for this flag also it is the same case. So for these pictures, painters cannot play this trick, and we have to give some example. These are very basic example. You can keep your own example as well. If you observe, there are some buttons. This space is not exactly similar like this, and here some back part is also visible. So we cannot divide this picture into two half. This letter L cannot be divided into two half, and this is the shape of lightning. We cannot divide it into two similar half. Look at these pictures given below. Does the dotted line divide each picture into two similar mirror halves? If you look at this line, so upper part and down part looks similar. So whatever images can be divided in similar mirror half, we have tick mark to those. See, this cannot be, upper part is different, lower part is different, so this is not similar. This part is also not similar, this is different. Upper part is circular, down part is triangular, so this is also not possible. This shape is also cannot be divided into two similar mirror halves. Again, this cannot be divided. This is different, this is little narrow. This is upper square is bigger, it is smaller, so we cannot divide it into two similar half, and this picture cannot be divided into two similar half. So that is the answer, and you have to give your own answer. This is like a flower, it is similar, letter A, 8 or X. You can keep your own objects or own letters or any other number and try it out. Using a dotted line, can you divide the following picture into two similar halves? So these are the pictures we have just shown if it can be divided. So whatever pictures can be divided, the dotted lines are shown. This kettle cannot be divided, this shape is different, this side shape is different, so we cannot divide it. Again, this cup cannot be divided, this is different shape, this number 2 cannot be divided, this iron cannot be divided. So whatever shape cannot be divided, those are not marked with dotted lines. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share the link with your friends. Thank you.